This unit provides a practical and theoretical introduction to what it means to be an IT professional today. Students will encounter a range of issues relevant to professional practice in the workplace, as well as an understanding of the wider responsibilities that professionals are called upon to uphold in society. Take a Break is a program that encourages teens who have signed up for it to log off after they have been on the platform for a certain amount of time. Starting Tuesday, the feature is available to any users between the ages of 13 and 18 based on how the self reported when they signed up for Instagram. Environmental damage does not affect all people equally. For this reason, some people may feel anxiety around ecological issues more intensely. Some parts of the world are more vulnerable to the effects of extreme weather, including coastal communities and low-lying areas. Particularly people whose livelihoods depends on the environment, such as those with jobs in fishing, tourism, and agriculture, are more likely to be affected. One of the benefits of watching the television show is that you will get to learn and appreciate the different cultures. As a movie enthusiast, you will watch our different movies of different actors who originate in different countries. This will give you a wider perspective of the various cultures, and you are likely to appreciate the contribution being made by individuals in different parts of the world. Okay. Social media is a powerful tool for making people feel more knowledgeable and may have benefits for people's mental health. Feeling smart can improve self esteem, commented Dr. Ward. Indeed, studies have shown that news sharing can lead to social learning and political engagement, encouraging people to take more active roles in their communities. The spiral of silence is a mass communication theory introduced by Elizabeth to describe the process of public opinion formation. He defined the spiral of silence as the process of an individual experiences when he may find that the views he holds are losing ground. The more this appears to be so, the less he will be inclined to express his opinion. Inclined. The people we know resemble us in the most basic social characteristics, such as gender and educational background. Although our friends tend to be similar, many people are unaware of this because they did not pick their friends for their similarity. Our social connections depend first and foremost on whom we get to meet. This depends on the social context we enter and the activities we engage in.
It is difficult for young people to find jobs around here.
It is it is difficult to find young people to find jobs around here.
She was in England for the publication of her new book.
She was in England to the publication of his new book.
He used to work at night and sleep during the day.
He used to sleep at night and sleep during the day.
The economic program for the country has been ignored.
The economic program for the country have been ignored.
I have made an appointment to see the doctor this morning.
I have made an appointment to see the doctor in this evening.
He ordered some new books from America on a website.
He ordered some new books from America in the website.
The manufacturer's name is on the bottom of the plate.
The manufacturer's name is in the bottom of the plate.
There is a special exam designed for students with disabilities.
There is a special exam designed for the students who are disabilities.
There are opportunities for you to go abroad as part of your undergraduate studies.
There is opportunity to go abroad for the undergraduate opportunities.
There was a lack of objectivity in the way the candidates were judged.
There is a lot of objectivity. There is a lot of objectivity in the Canadian options.
He was at the clinic recovering from an operation on his arm.
He was at the clinic for in the operation in the exam. This picture provides information about gift purchase trends by holiday. At first, I can talk about Christmas, Valentine's Day. In addition, I can talk about Mother's Day and Father's Day. Moreover, I can talk about 20, 40, and 60. Furthermore, I can talk about 80, 100, and 120. After analysis, I can compare the amount of the smallest amount and the largest amount. In conclusion, this picture provides very significant and informative data. This picture provides information about annual incident rates of heart disease and diabetes. Firstly, I can talk about 2008, 2009, and 2010. In addition, I can talk about 2011, 2012, and 2013. Moreover, I can talk about 2014, 2015, and 2016. Furthermore, I can talk about 0.32, 0.34, and 0.36. After analysis, I can compare the smallest amount and the largest amount. In conclusion, this picture provides very informative and significant data. This picture provides information about desalination process. Firstly, I can talk about pre-treatment and seawater. In addition, I can talk about fresh water. After then analysis, I can talk about there is a lab. Moreover, I can talk about there is some lab product and some water bubbling. Furthermore, I can talk about this is a lab. After analysis, I can compare the largest amount and the smallest amount. In conclusion, this picture provides very significant and informative data. This lecture provides information about value and general terms, and also about authority and media, and also about social media and panic desire, and also about beautiful and respectful, and also about jealousy and narrow mind, and also about soothing and kindness. Overall, the lecture provides very significant and informative data.
How many colors are there in a rainbow? 7 or 8?
7.
What do we call the device used to generate electricity?
Generator.
What are the thick forests in tropical parts of the world?
Rainforest.
How do we describe materials that are able to conduct electricity?
I don't know the answer.
What do we call an animal or plant that has parents of different species or varieties?
I don't know the answer.
What is opposite to herbivore?
Carnivore.
We miscommunicate more commonly than we communicate accurately. Often the words we have are at least somewhat inadequate to express how we feel. The first words we think of are often poor reflections of what we really mean. We might at times even want to take our words back for a second attempt. But once those words have left our mouths, our partners are already replying to whatever we have just said. Most conversations happen too fast to allow us to figure out what we really meant to say.
First, though, family members, politicians, historians, and civil rights advocates are paying tribute to Colin Powell, an American military and political leader who passed away Monday at age 84. Powell had an extraordinary resume dating all the way back to his work in the Reserve Officers Training Corps while he was in college. At that time, Powell attained the ROTC's highest rank, and he continued to advance his military career from there. Powell served in combat during the Vietnam War and became a 4-star general in the U.S. Army. During the presidency of Ronald Reagan, Powell became America's first black national security advisor. Under President George H.W. Bush, Powell became the first African-American chairman of the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff, the country's highest-ranking military officer.
Music, film, and video game makers face a new online digital world, and some are testing a revolutionary pricing system, pay what you want. But a new study finds that when consumers can name their own price, many opt out of buying at all. The study is in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. For the research, tour boat passengers posed for photos. Each boat ride announced a price of $15 per picture, but they then charged either $15, $5, or the option to pay what you want. As expected, the fewest tourists purchased photos when they had to pay full price, but more customers bought photos when they cost $5 than when prices were pay what you want, which could have saved passengers even more. The researchers suggest that choosing to pay less than an announced, lower than expected price made people feel cheap. With choices then limited to spending more money or feeling like a tightwad, potential customers simply opted out of the purchase. So on sea or land, a low set price may catch the most fish.
To a female orb web spider, a suitable male can look like a mate and a meal. For these spiders, the dating game has turned into a deadly dance of evolutionary one-upsmanship. The female spider can choose when to cut off intimate relations by eating her partner or kicking him out. This dynamic has led males to an unlikely strategy to make sure they have some say in the matter: self-castration. Males are able to leave part or all of their organ inside of a female, which decreases the odds the female will be able to mate again. But new research shows that when a male leaves his whole kit and caboodle behind, his likelihood of fathering the next batch of eggs is much higher. Why? His parting gift keeps on giving, even after he is gone. This remote copulation technique actually boosts the amount and speed of sperm transferred to the female. The behavior is described in the journal Biology Letters. So, for these unlucky fellas, it is better to have loved and lost.
You need to work harder to pass the final test. The visitors were requested to assemble in the lobby. The Advanced Mathematics Lab will be open again next semester.
A growing number of people are beginning to follow a vegetarian diet.